I'm in a little bit of a somber mood tonight because here in Southern California, we're having the worst fires that LA has ever seen. And I have friends, clients, and students who are in the affected areas. So for tonight's healing, which is on gratitude, I think before I address the scheduled healing, what I'd like to do is a healing for those in the sanctuary who are being affected by the fires. So let me go ahead and set the energy with a prayer and then do a little healing. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. Okay, let me take a look at the sanctuary and anyone being affected by the fires. And the first energy I'm going to clear is that of terror. And I'm grounding everyone's first chakra, because even if you don't live in the affected areas, that panic and that terror is so strong. As a sensitive being, you may very well be experiencing that in your first chakra. There's some black energy coming out. And the first chakras are really blown open quite wide. And some panic is coming out. And I think what would be helpful is if I hook everybody up to Supreme Being so that everybody gets that crown chakra connection. And that really goes a long way because a lot of gold is coming in now. And then there's the energy of loss coming out, especially in the heart chakras. A lot of loss. A lot of grief. And the reason I hooked everybody up to the Supreme Being was so that those who are affected can find some kind of understanding for what's happening. You know, I've got friends in Pacific Palisades, which is one of the worst hit areas. And that town is wiped off the map now. And it was such a sweet little place, beautiful, like lush and green and cute shops. And I've spent a lot of time there, and it's just a huge loss. And that's just one city out of many that are being affected right now, multiple fires going on down here. And then also some confusion is coming out, like confusion as to what a next step could be. Okay. Going to go ahead and wrap this part up with a forgiveness healing. I'm actually going to let Supreme Being do that. And I'm watching a lot of white energy be released and a lot of gold come in. And then the last thing I'm going to do for this first part of the healing is ground a month out to help ground the growth period. And I'm watching a lot of gold come in for the next 4 weeks. Okay. So now I'm going to get to the gratitude part of the healing. And this whole event that's going on down in Southern California has made me look at what is important to be grateful for. So the first part of this gratitude healing tonight is for health and wellness. And the first energy that's coming out is anger. That's a lot of red and a raspberry colored energy. And the anger has more to do with what it, how can I say this? We get angry when our bodies get invaded. And so that's what I'm seeing is the energy of being invaded by all kinds of different foreign energies. And that's what I'm looking at as the anger coming out. Also, anger about not knowing what to do. Oh, this is good. Supreme Being was pointing out to clear other people's pictures so that you can have your wellness. I'll give you an example of that. Like, let's say you go someplace and you run into somebody and they go, "Gosh, you don't look so good today." And you're thinking, "Well, I felt fine when I left the house." Well, what's happening is they're putting their picture in your space that maybe they think you don't look like you're in wellness. And that's what Supreme Being was reminding me to pull out of everybody's spaces, other people's pictures. And I guess another way to say that would be competition, because that's the next energy that's coming up is clearing competition, other people's competition. And then some destroy energy is showing up. So I'm going to do some erasures on some beings that we call snakes and spiders. And these are just low level beings that affect your wellness. They don't really have anything to offer other than just destructive vibration. Good. That actually helps bring the vibration up to a sunnier, brighter vibration, like a bright yellow gold. And then the last part of this particular section, I'm going to bring the health and wellness into present time. It was a little bit out in future time. Sometimes we get in a space where we think, oh, well, tomorrow will be a better day, or I'll feel better tomorrow. But you can feel better right now. And it's just a matter of bringing that vibration into present time. Okay. Filling this space in with gold, and it's a bright, bright yellow gold. Okay. The next part of the gratitude healing is loved ones, family, friends, and pets. And what's clearing is like a whitish gray energy that gets between you and your ability to appreciate um, family, friends, pets, loved ones. Some of it has to do with just staying busy because our lives are so complex and busy now. Not taking the time to just stop and appreciate. Getting out of hurry up energy. Oh, and Supreme Being is having me clear disappointment. Boy, that's a big one, disappointment, and how disappointment can make you forget even the value of loved ones. That Supreme Being is reminding everybody of the help that loved ones bring, the support, the love, the caring. And the little things that loved ones bring. And I included pets in this category because pets can be so wonderful and provide so much love and selfless love. And they ask so little in return. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and fill that space in with gold. And what I notice is the healing on loved ones and family, friends, and pets. Once I filled everybody in with gold, there was like this feeling of fullness, like of satisfaction, contentment. All right. So the next section is gratitude for the guidance that Supreme Being shows you. And what's coming out is despair. So we got to clear all the despair so that the gratitude can come in. And then there's some hopelessness as well. Those are both the bummer energies that need to come out first. And then also some depression coming out, but it's more like seeing how Supreme Being helps you with those vibrations, helps to clear them for you. And then there's gratitude for the knowledge of the growth periods. So I like that one. Supreme Being was just telling me that. So that you understand why you're going through the growth period that you're going through. And that you can appreciate when you get some context as to what's happening in your life. Because on the surface, it might seem disappointing. But if you listen to Supreme Being can show you that there's a reason, or maybe there's an answer for you in that growth period. This is just something I'm noticing as I'm doing the healing, is a maturity that comes along with being grateful for Supreme Being's guidance, like a spiritual maturity. There's this really beautiful gratitude coming in right now that has to do with when nobody else will help you, or it seems like there's not a friend in the world for you, but yet you always have Supreme Being and Supreme Being's guidance. And that gratitude is coming in. That's really beautiful. It's like a sparkling green and blue. And then it goes to an even brighter vibration, more like opalescent. And then what I notice is the more you say hello to Supreme Being, the brighter the energy gets. And the more that color turns to that opalescent vibration. And there's this beautiful recognition of the value of Supreme Being communication coming in right now. I mean, there really isn't anything like Supreme Being communication if you think about it. Okay, I'm going to fill that space in with gold. And then the last part is gratitude for your life and your spiritual path. And the first thing that comes up is a great humility. A lot of acceptance. And like the energy of acquiescing to Supreme Being, just kind of letting Supreme Being determine your path. There's hopefulness. Well, there's like hopelessness coming out and hopefulness coming in. That's cool. There's gratitude for feeling important in the eyes of Supreme Being when it comes to your spiritual path. There's also a really beautiful recognition of the value of your life. That vibration is a really pretty gold coming in. You know, not every being can get a body. So that's pretty special to get a body. And the value of that is unlimited. I see gratitude coming in right now to parents for giving the body to you. Gratitude to doctors for helping you keep it. And gratitude for your own healing information for your body and really also for your spiritual path. Because when I look at it, you know, your ability to heal yourself, to make corrections along the way, to get back on your path, that all has to do with healing yourself. That's a really beautiful green with some bright yellow gold in it coming in. And gratitude for every day you get to spend in this body. And then I'll wrap up with this one because I really like this. Gratitude to yourself for picking this body, for choosing this life, and all the adventures that you've created with this body for yourself. That's a good one to end on. So I'm going to go ahead and fill you in with some gold. There. I know I started out very somber tonight, but that gratitude healing really made a difference. Let me go ahead and close out. May it be with the blessing of divinity that this gratitude healing in the sanctuary tonight be complete. Amen. All right, let me just take a look at you. So here's what I'm noticing tonight after the gratitude healing is that your electric blue is really shining tonight. And what that electric blue is when your chakras are spinning properly, it emits the color of electric blue in between the layers of your aura. And that's your own protection energy. And when I look at everybody, there's a lot of that as a result of this healing. There's also the blue, like the vibration of blue grace that Mary brings in, Mother Mary. I'm seeing some of that as well. All right. Well, I just have an announcement for next week. I'm having my free clairvoyant workshop. If you would like to attend, please, by all means, email me or text me that you would like to attend, because it's going to be a Zoom class. And so I need everybody's email address so that I can send the Zoom link. It's different than this particular platform that I use for the healings. This one's called Webinar Jam, but I want to do it in Zoom so that I can talk to you and see you and interact with you. So my email is Karin Fogerty, and my name is spelled Karin. Fogerty is Fogerty at gmail.com. And just let me know that you would like a link, and I'll put you on my list so that you can attend. And I'd love to see you. And then let me take a look real quick at when our next healing. I'm having trouble seeing. Well, seek and you will find is on the 28th this month. I actually can't see what the next healing is. So I'm sorry about that. You'll have to pay attention to the mailer. That's one way to get you to read the mailer. All right. I also am having introductory meetings for the Beginning Clairvoyant Training Program. Let me tell you when those are. One on Wednesday, the 22nd. I have one scheduled for day after tomorrow, Friday, the 10th. And then there's another one in February. So again, all of those dates are in the mailer, and you'll be getting another mailer sent out. I think there was one sent out today. So, all right. That's what I have to say for tonight. Thank you for joining me for the gratitude healing. I'm very glad that we did this. So I got my eyes on you, and have a great rest of the evening. Thanks again for joining me. Bye-bye.